All right, so today we focus on putting on a new forearm, and there are things you need to watch out for. I actually had some concerns originally trying to take that off because I was afraid I damaged the paint at the minimum. But I want to thank Cobalt 327 for showing how to properly do this. He explained it. I want to show it on camera. Cobalt is one of the Red Ryder dragons out there. So let's start. So the tools we'll need: a 1/2 inch wooden dowel. It comes in 3-foot sections. I tried shorter, and it was just too dangerous with the mallet getting too close to the gun. So 9 inches turned out to be just right. So I would say 1/2 inch by cut that stick about 9 inch shaft here. Okay, and we're going with a rubber mallet because anything metal is a threat not only to the paint but to the piston tube. You dent the piston tube, that's going to be the end of the show for most people. So, all right, so let's show how to do this, and we're going to replace that plastic 1999 Forearm with a nice wood one, and we'll take a more closer look at this, and then we'll have a completed adult 1999 with adult Red Ryder stock. And remember, that means wide loop and the fiber sight. Okay, so what we're going to do is when you do this, you want to come in at an angle here and here, and then we'll get to putting, we'll definitely show you how to put the other one on, but taking it off is vital that you do this right. We want to avoid harming your rear sight and your stock. And so I'm going to say stay in the horizontal plane. If you decide on when you're reassembling this, and or that is installing a new one, if you want to put this thing up on its butt like that, please make sure to put it on a firm pillow, not on hard floor. You could damage the anchor right here. You could damage the stock, and again, kiss your gun goodbye basically for most people if you damage this area here or you crack or break your stock. So again, if you want to put it up while you're putting in the new one, just please make sure it's a semi-firm pillow. Okay, so you're not hitting anything hard or going through a soft pillow hitting the floor. Okay, so let's start. And we're just going to go, I'm going to stay in the horizontal plane, so right here. And we're just going to go 2 taps. And the other side. Now, I've done this a few times, so it's coming off pretty easy. But okay, and it's nice and loose. I can, yeah, just take it off with your hand. Okay, and then let's turn this thing over. Get a nice screwdriver and take that screw off. Now let's go ahead and compare these. Let's have some fun while we're here and compare these forearms. Okay, so this is plastic, and some people were commenting that some of the accuracy issues I was having with this gun, which has been to a large degree remedied with this big wood stock that is much bigger than a standard Red Ryder wood stock and is 4 times as heavy as the plastic stock that look this color. Okay, the gun is shooting better. Okay, so some people were commenting that the harmonics could also be affected because plastic's different than wood, and a wood forearm could make a difference. They're both an ounce, okay, right on the mark. This is obviously stronger. When you get this, make sure to watch these flanks right here because you could snap these if you're rough with it. Okay, so obviously the texture and everything's different on these. Same weight though. But it's okay. So one of the things I did when I first got this, this channel is a big fan of ballistol. I've treated the inside with ballistol and just use a nice towel, this yes, microfiber, microfiber towel. And I treated the inside and outside just with finger pressure, especially, again, careful right here, and just rubbed it in so it has a nice shine that it didn't come with. And then once it's on your gun, you just wipe it down once in a while with ballistol. Okay, so, all right. Now, let's go ahead and put this on here. And it usually is a good rule of thumb, you're wondering, because I don't want you to drill into the metal with your screw because you're not aligning it right. So it should go right to the base, right there at the frame where your lever is. And so it should be right there. And it should be a perfect fit. And let's go ahead and put that back in there. And there we go. Okay. I'll fine tune this off camera. Okay, now when we're installing the band, we got to be careful and guard that front sight. So make sure, again, so what do we do with that dowel? We keep this at a sharp angle. So now we're reversing it. We're coming at a hard angle. So let's put this back on and squeeze this over the top. And remember, take your time. Don't rush it. It is a piece of metal. You don't want to damage your paint or the wood. There we go. Just kind of ease it on there with your fingers. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this. Okay, so on my other Red Ryder, it's very good. Let's bring this in closer. The gap between the top of the band and that BB window is 3/8 of an inch. And so we're looking for, if we about right. Okay, the 3/8 of an inch. So about right. Here, let me open this up so you can see better. So 3/8 of an inch is going to be about right there from the two. Okay, so bottom of that BB window to the top of the band, 3/8 of an inch is all you need to go down. Okay, so I gotta tap this down a little bit more, and I'll fine tune that off camera. I'm going to stay in the horizontal plane. Please remember what I said. If you decide on installing part of this, installing the new woodwork, to put this up, if you decide on the installation, put this up. Make sure it's on a semi-firm but soft pillow so you do not damage your anchor on your stock. But I'm going to stay in the horizontal plane for this. So again, what I'm going to do is really just 2 taps on each side. Okay, let's go ahead and get over here. See, I don't know if you need to see the mallet if that floats your boat, but and then 2 on the bottom, sharp angle. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave it like that. I may actually decide, as I get close to 3/8 of an inch, like I said, 3/8 of an inch from the bottom of that BB window to the top of that band, I may decide to put it on a soft surface, semi-firm soft surface. But yeah, so I've actually experimented 2/8 of an inch from the band to the windows. Okay, but if we want to go by the book, well, at least by my other Red Ryder, is 3/8 of an inch. I would ask you, please don't go deeper than that. Again, what do you put at risk? The woodwork you just bought and you're installing, and the paint job at the bare minimum. So yeah, okay, well, that will do it. And I'm going to go ahead and fine tune this and get it to about 3/8 of an inch from the BB window off camera. Okay, thank you. And again, so the adult 1999, a big thick wood stock over, over 16 ounces, almost 4 times the weight of the plastic one. Wide loop, woodwork, and fiber optic sight. Adult 1999. Thank you very much.